Imagine waking up tomorrow to no power, empty grocery stores, and no idea when things will return to normal. What's standing between your family and hunger? 6 simple cans. Most people don't realize they're just 72 hours away from a real food crisis. When disaster strikes, whether it's a natural catastrophe, civil unrest, or a grid-down situation, the difference between panic and peace of mind comes down to what's sitting in your pantry right now. Today, I'm breaking down the 6 essential canned foods that could save your life in a crisis. Not just any canned goods, but the exact ones that offer maximum nutrition, versatility, and peace of mind. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to stock, why it matters, and how these foods work together to keep your family fed for weeks or even months. Welcome to Food Decider, where we cut through the noise and give you practical, life-saving food knowledge. If you want to be prepared and informed, hit that like button and subscribe, because this information could make all the difference when it matters most. Let's start with the foundation of any crisis pantry: canned vegetables. Now, I know what you're thinking. Vegetables seem boring, maybe even unnecessary. But here's the reality. In a crisis, canned vegetables represent concentrated nutrition, variety, and the psychological comfort of normalcy that keeps people mentally resilient. The best options are mixed vegetables. Think carrots, peas, corn, and beans, along with tomatoes in every form you can get. These provide crucial vitamins like A, C, and K, minerals like potassium, and plenty of fiber. When fresh produce disappears, these nutrients help maintain a robust immune system, keep your vision sharp, and support healthy digestion. Your body doesn't stop needing these things just because the world fell apart. But let's talk specifically about tomatoes, because they're the unsung heroes of the canned food world. Whether whole, diced, crushed, or paste, canned tomatoes transform bland staples like rice or beans into savory, comforting meals. They're rich in lycopene, an antioxidant that reduces inflammation and supports heart health, plus vitamin C, which aids in iron absorption, especially when fresh meat becomes scarce. Most canned vegetables last 2 to 5 years or more when stored in a cool, dark place. And here's a critical advantage: they're pre-cooked, which means they're edible straight out of the can. If utility services are down and you can't heat food safely, you can still eat. Vegetables blend beautifully into soups, stews, beans, and even pastas, stretching whatever protein and starches you have. During protracted hardships, even small comforts matter. The sight and taste of familiar vegetables can lift morale, break culinary monotony, and provide a sense of normalcy that helps fuel mental resilience. Stress and a diet heavy on processed foods can disrupt digestion, so the dietary fiber in canned vegetables becomes indispensable in keeping the digestive system regular. Don't overlook extra varieties like canned spinach or beets for more nutrition and variety. The more colors and types you have, the better off you'll be. Now let's move to what I consider a prepper's best friend: canned beans. When high-quality protein is no longer a luxury but a necessity, canned beans deliver in spades. A single cup of black beans contains about 15 grams of protein. Black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, all of them last 3 to 5 years on the shelf and come pre-cooked, ready to eat hot or cold. But beans aren't just about protein. They provide complex carbohydrates, which means slow-burning energy needed in stressful, physically demanding circumstances. Unlike sugary snacks that spike and crash your energy levels, beans keep you going steadily. They're also loaded with fiber, helping combat digestive disruptions brought on by stress, dehydration, and a processed food-heavy crisis diet. The versatility of beans is off the charts. Toss them in with canned veggies, rice, soups, or salads. Mash chickpeas for hummus, or black beans for taco filling. Beans help bulk up meals and can serve as protein stand-ins when meat is unavailable. And here's a hack most people don't know: the thick liquid inside canned beans, called aquafaba, can substitute for eggs in baking or add creaminess to soups. That's crucial in a resource-stretched kitchen. Beans also remain one of the most affordable ways to store high-quality nutrition, freeing up your budget for other essentials like water and first aid supplies. You get maximum nutritional bang for your buck. But there are times when only a heartier protein will suffice, and that's where canned meat comes in. Properly stored, canned meats like chicken, beef, pork, or turkey can last 3 to 5 years or more. All are pre-cooked and safe to eat without heating, though warming them can be comforting and improve the eating experience. Canned meats provide complete proteins, all the essential amino acids needed for tissue repair, muscle maintenance, and immune support. These become critical when physical stress, injuries, and illness risks are heightened. Many canned meats also offer iron, zinc, and B vitamins to help sustain both energy and cognitive function. When you're dealing with high-stress situations, your brain needs proper fuel to make good decisions. You can shred and mix canned meat with beans, rice, or vegetables for a one-pot meal. Combine it with canned pasta sauce or cheese for comfort food that doesn't feel like rationed survival fare. Even small amounts of canned beef or pulled pork can transform a meal and sustain a sense of dignity and comfort. That matters more than you might think. When everything else has fallen apart, maintaining some semblance of normal meals helps people cope mentally and emotionally. Now, where both plant-based and land animal proteins can fall short, canned fish steps in to complete your dietary needs, particularly in terms of healthy fats. Salmon, sardines, and mackerel are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation, sustain brain function, and can help stabilize mood during stressful times. In a crisis, mental clarity and emotional stability aren't luxuries, they're survival necessities. Canned salmon is also a significant natural source of vitamin D, which becomes especially valuable during winter or power outages when sunlight is scarce. Vitamin D is critical for immune and bone health, and here's something most people throw away. Don't discard the bones in canned fish. Those bones provide much-needed calcium, which becomes a primary concern when dairy is hard to find. Canned fish is pre-cooked and shelf-stable for 3 to 5 years. Choose pop-top lids for easy access if you ever lose your can opener. Small details like this matter when you're under stress. You can flake fish into salads, blend it into stews, or eat it straight out of the can when simplicity and nutrition are paramount. Fish breaks up taste fatigue from beans and canned meat and delivers essential nutrients that support both physical and mental resilience. Let's talk about something that bridges the gap between survival fare and true comfort food: canned dairy products. Evaporated milk has reduced water content, making it thicker, creamier, and shelf-stable for years. Stir it into soups, stews, coffee, or desserts for instant richness and satisfying flavor. That creaminess triggers comfort responses in our brains. It makes food feel like a meal rather than just fuel. Sweetened condensed milk isn't just for desserts. You can create morale-boosting treats like quick fudge or no-bake cookies and add sweetness to drinks for kids and adults alike. When you're dealing with scared children or demoralized adults, these small treats can make a huge difference in maintaining hope and cooperation. Canned or jarred cheese spreads deliver calories and flavor. A processed cheese sauce or spread can help transform beans, rice, or pasta into truly comforting, morale-restoring meals. Dairy delivers protein, calcium, and vitamin D. These become even more crucial as crisis-related stress, hard labor, and lack of fresh foods take their toll on bodies. Mix evaporated milk into sauces or use it as a base for improvised rice puddings with canned fruit. Even the aroma or taste of a creamy sauce can rekindle comforting memories, helping everyone, especially children, cope with uncertainty. Never underestimate the psychological edge that familiar, comforting flavors provide during extended emergencies. In the midst of rationed resources and bland meals, canned fruit transcends mere dessert. It becomes a vital nutritional and psychological resource. Canned fruits like peaches, pears, pineapple, and fruit salads provide a valuable immune boost from vitamin C and energy from natural sugars, helping ward off fatigue and illness. The syrup or juice in canned fruit doubles as a hydration boost, a critical asset when water is scarce. You can use that juice to flavor water, sweeten cereals or oatmeal, or even mix with other foods for a touch of variety. Stir canned fruit into oatmeal, make rice pudding, or sweeten makeshift baked goods for children. In austere conditions, the taste of canned peaches or pineapple can do wonders for group morale. It's a reminder that life contains sweetness, even in hard times. That psychological boost can be the difference between people giving up and people persevering. Opt for fruit packed in juice or light syrup to maximize versatility and health benefits. Now, here's something that doesn't get nearly enough attention: canned broth or stock. This isn't just a base for soups, it's a hydration hero, flavor booster, and critical morale component all of one. Mix broth with rice, dried beans, or pasta for one-pot meals. Use it to stretch canned meat and vegetables into hearty stews or rehydrate dried foods. When bland, starchy meals start to drag, broth can elevate flavor and make basic ingredients palatable and healing. Warm broth helps maintain fluids and electrolytes, which is especially important if you're battling illness or rationing water. The sodium and minerals in broth help your body retain the water you do have. And there's something deeply comforting about warm broth that goes beyond nutrition. It's healing in a way that cold food simply isn't. Choose low sodium or no salt varieties to retain control over seasoning and avoid overloading on salt if supplies are tight. Always inspect cans for dents, leaks, or rust to prevent bacterial contamination, and rotate your stock to keep it fresh. Aim for at least 1 can per person per day to ensure you have enough for hydration and meal preparation during sustained emergencies. But stocking the right foods is only step 1. To guarantee your pantry serves when it's needed most, you need a system. Rotate your stock. Use what you store and replace it regularly, maintaining at least a 2 to 3 year supply. Keep cans in a cool, dark, dry place to maximize shelf life and safety. Regularly inspect for damaged or expired cans and use oldest stock first. This isn't complicated, but it requires consistency. Shop sales and bulk purchases for affordable options on canned beans, tomatoes, and some meats or fish. Focus your resources where needed, knowing that even a small stockpile of each core food can cover weeks or months of nutrition. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars at once. 1 extra can per shopping trip adds up faster than you think. Here's something most people miss. Experiment now. Try cooking with your emergency foods before disaster strikes. Familiarity will mean meals are quicker, safer, and tastier when it counts. You'll learn what combinations work, what your family actually likes, and what recipes you can create from these simple ingredients. Plan for occasional treats, canned fruit desserts, creamy cheese spreads, or hot drinks with sweetened condensed milk to maintain spirits during extended hardships. These 6 types of canned foods work together synergistically. Beans and vegetables provide your nutritional foundation. Meat and fish deliver complete proteins and essential fats. Dairy adds comfort and additional nutrients. Fruit provides vitamins, hydration, and psychological relief. And broth ties everything together, making meals palatable and helping maintain hydration. When the world's routine dissolves and uncertainty reigns, the right cans on your shelf mean more than mere sustenance. They are the backbone of resilience, buoying body and mind alike. By carefully choosing versatile, nutritionally robust canned foods, you can transform survival into relative comfort, keep your family well-fed, and, even in the darkest hours, offer reminders that normal life will one day return. You now have the knowledge to protect your family when it matters most. Start building your crisis pantry today. Even 1 extra can per shopping trip adds up to real security. Stock smartly, rotate vigilantly, and prepare not just for survival, but for living with dignity and hope during any crisis. If this video helped you feel more prepared, smash that like button, subscribe to Food Decider, and drop a comment telling me which canned food you're stocking first. Your preparation today could mean everything tomorrow. Stay prepared, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.